We're headed for adventure, our worries left behind. Taken to the water, fun rising like the tide. With open skies above us, we'll be running side by side. Come on and weigh the anchor, we're casting off the line. We're about the destination, the journey is divine. Welcome to the story of living our boat life.
All right, so we're just leaving Charleston, South Carolina. We got a mega yacht coming up behind us, and the no wake zone just ended, so we're getting a little bit worried about what he's going to do. I just went hard to starboard to show him that I'd like him to go hard to port, and he did. As soon as I went hard starboard, he started to turn off to his port. So he is watching us and he is responding to my actions. But I'm gonna go way out this way as far as I can to starboard, give him lots of room, because when he gets on it, that wake is gonna be massive. So really hoping that he doesn't get on it until he's past us, but we'll see. Anyway, we got to listen to a rescue operation just outside. Here's the ocean inlet here. And Coast Guard Sector South Carolina was calling on the radio this morning that there was a vessel in that storm that went through this morning. There was a console boat out there, and he got caught out there by that storm, and he ended up capsizing. So they were calling, it was a pan, not a mayday, but they were calling because somebody had reported a console overturned. So it's only 10 miles out. I checked the coordinates they gave, and it was 10 miles away. So in our dinghy, on my own I can do about 20 knots, but it would still take me forever to get out there, and then I'm in a dinghy. What am I going to do? But another boat ran out there, and then he came back on the radio a little later and he said there were 3 in the water and he's got all 3 of them aboard. So the Coast Guard rib took off out there too. The Coast Guard rib got there 5 minutes after the civilian vessel, and I assume they put the people on the rib and brought them to the hospital because they've been in the water for at least half an hour. Anyway, yeah, it looks like he's giving us a slow pass. Hey guys, so kind of an interesting morning, kind of a sad morning. I mean, we woke up to that big storm, and then as that was happening, the radio lit up with reports of an overturned console boat just outside our inlet, 10 miles from where we were anchored. We're too slow to go and help on a sailboat, but there was boats everywhere going out there, and the Coast Guard's out there. But then another boat got on the radio and reported back to the Coast Guard that he just pulled 3 people out of the water. At the location of the console being capsized, and it was 40-knot winds. Like it was pretty crazy. And then everything went quiet for a little bit, and we got underway, and then the radio lit up again, saying that there's a body in the water. So the Coast Guard is calling on everybody to try and help find this body in the water. So we're hoping, like, you know, everything turns out to be okay. But anyway, so we kept going. We kept a good eye on the water to make sure that we were helping as much as we could. But again, we're too slow to get out there and actually really help. But now we got into the ICW, and we were 2 minutes late. I don't even think we were a whole 2 minutes late for this bridge. Which unfortunately on Sundays is or Saturdays is a on the hour bridge. So we got here at like 2 minutes to 9, and I talked to him on the radio and he said, you're not gonna make it in time. So now we gotta wait till 10 o'clock. So we have 1 hour, and it's very, very narrow and very, very shallow in here. So we're just gonna have to be really tight circles for an hour. So that's boat life. All right, guys, we've been circling for almost an hour. It is 8 minutes to the time when the bridge opens, 9:52. And I wanted to show you guys our circle here, if you can see. We've been circling at the bridge. So we go right up to the bridge, and then we do a left turn, and you do a counterclockwise circle as you're waiting for the bridge. And that's kind of standard procedure at bridges like this. And I've been in packs of 20 boats waiting for a bridge, and the lead boat sets the example, and he'll do up to the bridge, and then a left turn, completely come about, go up a little ways, maybe you know, 1/8 of a mile, do another complete about to the left. So you're always doing these counterclockwise circles, and as predictably as you possibly can. Don't change it up halfway through. That way all the other boats will just follow the lead boat around for as long as it takes to wait for that bridge. So it's a little bit of bridge etiquette that I've learned on the travels. And it works out pretty good. That way you're always on the right hand side of the channel, so everything's always very appropriate. Anyway, we got 8 minutes and that bad boy opens and we can get underway again. We're just making another batch of coffee right now. So just gonna execute our left turn. We're at the top of our circle. Nothing's coming right now. I've got room. Nice, slow, easy left turn. We're up into the wind, so give it a little shot of gas so it comes through. There we go. And then we're off of it. All done with propane? Hey guys. Hey guys, what's up? It is Monday morning and we are leaving Georgetown, South Carolina. And we're headed for the North Carolina-South Carolina border near Calabash. So it's going to be a 50-mile day. The tide's against us right now, which such is life in the ICW. We didn't want to go out today because we'd have to backtrack. To get out of Georgetown, it's several miles in the wrong direction to get to the ocean. And I mean a lot of miles. So it's just, first couple hours would be just backwards to get to the ocean. So we figured, well, let's just beat into the tide for that couple hours. And yeah, whatever. Anyway, sunny, beautiful. South Carolina is absolutely stunning. This camera will never do it justice. I watch it on the videos after I make the video and I look around and I'm like, man, you can't smell it, you can't feel it, you wake up in the morning and you're driving along and these beautiful trees, watching the sun come up, sipping your coffee, and it's probably one of the best Monday mornings you could possibly have. Do quite love it. Anyway, trucking along. I did a first hour, RJ's on second hour. Making out all right?
Going good, going slow, but we're going good.
Yeah. All right, check in with you guys if anything interesting happens, which it probably won't because it's just a beautiful, beautiful day. Hey guys, so something pretty cool just happened. A YouTube follower named Charles happens to be from this area, and he is staying in a marina. He keeps his boat in a marina exactly where we intended to anchor for the night tonight. And he happened to have taken his boat out, and he's up in Charleston right now, or down in Charleston right now. So he got a hold of me on Facebook, and he said, hey, my slip is open. And just talking to him now, and he said, stay in the slip for the night. There's power, there's showers, there's a pool. Offered us to use his truck, which is there in case we need some groceries or something. So wow, like this is the cruising community and other sailors helping other sailors. Just absolutely amazing community. It warms your heart. The other people, the other sailors that help you along your travels. So big shout out to Charles, thank you so much. We might just have to take him up on the offer because that's exactly where we're going tonight. Alright guys, well it's been a 55-mile day. We've been bucking the tide the entire day doing 4 knots at full power. So we burned 10 gallons of fuel and now we finally have the tide for the first time today and we're doing 7 knots, which is kind of nice. But we're almost here at the marina where we're going to be staying for the night thanks to a YouTube follower named Charles I told you about earlier. His boat, he took down to Charleston, so we get his slip for the night. And there's a pool. Woo! Just saying. So the only downside is his slip, he's got a 5-foot draft, and when he left at low tide, he had to push mud to get out of the slip. We are running on about a foot and change of tide right now, and we're about a 5.5 draft. So we're pretty sure we're going to hit bottom when we come into this marina, well, just into the slip part. So the plan is to come really wide of the slip, and when we enter the slip, we're going to enter it as close to his dock as possible. Because if we enter the middle of the slip and we hit ground, we won't be able to get off the boat onto the dock. So we're going to try to come in right at the dock, put it right on our starboard side, and then if we do hit ground, at least we can get on and off the boat. Yeah, I'm going to back up a little bit. Just give me a sec. We're going to have to take a run at it from this angle. Are we going to clear? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I see it. How close am I to that dock? Whew, all right, guys, as you can see, that was an extremely narrow turn. We didn't have a whole lot of space, but we nailed it, like millimetrically perfect or near thereabouts. Oh, very nice facilities here, nice marina. Thank you, Charles. This is, wow, this is a beautiful place. And Lady K is happy. She'll be plugged in all night, and we're happy because we didn't have to lift the raft now this morning, and we didn't have to lift it. We won't have to lift it tomorrow morning. Charles has offered to let us use his truck as well, so we're going to go run up. We're almost out of coffee. Actually, we think we are out of coffee. That won't work, so we're going to go run to the store right now and find some coffee and a couple other things that we need. So let's go check it out. Alright guys, we are in beautiful Wrightsville Beach right now. It is gorgeous. We just got here about an hour ago. We did 60 miles today, so it was a pretty long day. Up from, geez, I don't even know what town we were in last. We stayed in the marina though, thanks to Charles. And now we are going to, we've been here for about an hour. We had dinner. I had a shower, RJ's gonna have a shower, and now we're gonna actually get back out on the ocean and keep going. So we're gonna do an overnight after doing a whole day. But it's pristine weather out there. There's like 1.7 foot waves at 9 seconds. Offshore breeze, it's a small breeze, like 6 or 8 knots, so we'll probably be motoring, but at least we're offshore. We can do some fishing, and we can actually make a whole bunch of miles tonight on the autopilot without having to actually steer around the ICW, worry about tides, all that kind of stuff. So we're about to get out of here, and we'll take you with us, but probably won't be able to see much, but we'll check in when something interesting happens. Alright guys, I don't even know if you can see me, but we got a sunrise out here. See it just around the jib. We're full canvas, we got the rail down. We're doing like mid 6s to high 6s, charging into Morehead City as the sun comes up. Pretty cool. Get better shots for you when it's a little bit brighter, but we're rocking. Coming up about 2 miles from the entrance to Morehead City, and I've got ocean-going freighters lined up. I think they're just anchored out waiting for their turn to go into the harbor and do their thing. But noticing like the tide is on its way out of that whole Morehead City cut, so we're going to actually drastically reduce speed as we approach the cut because of the tide. There'll be a couple knots on the nose. Also of interest is the ocean swell is going toward the opening and the tide is coming out, so it is going to get a little bit dicey on our way in. It should be really choppy and washing machine-y. So see if I can film that for you guys so you can see what that's like. It's normally a lot better to hit an inlet when the tide is going in or at slack tide. It's a lot more comfortable, but we'll get through, we'll be okay. Lady K is pretty good at pushing away the tide and trudging through it with her diesel. So anyway, 20 minutes out, I'll probably have to wake up RJ because I'm going to need some help. It's going to be a really busy channel with all the international shipping going on. And then we're also full canvas right now, so I'll need help reducing canvas as we approach. I'd like to come in on full main and probably no jib at all, but we'll see which way the wind's pointing. I get the impression we're going to be straight into the wind and straight into the tide with the swell at our backs. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see what happens, but the plan is get rid of the jib as we approach. Hey guys, so that's it for episode 65. Unfortunately, had to say bye to RJ. He's got to go sell his house and buy his own boat. So I am still looking for crew, most definitely. Somewhere near Annapolis or like New York. Anyway, my target right now is to get up to New York. I have some customs issues, so I have to set foot on Canadian soil for a couple weeks coming up pretty soon. So I'm going to go deal with that. But some crew to help me get the boat a little bit more north would be cool. If you like the channel, please hit subscribe. If you find some value in it, or you know it does something good for you, consider becoming a patron. That's what keeps the boat moving and keeps the whole channel going. And Patreon's just a site that allows you to send a couple of bucks every Friday when I send a new episode up. Other than that, guys, I will see you in a week. I got a couple big ocean passages to make pretty soon, so it's gonna be pretty sweet.